There is a very strong relationship between the Philippines and the United States, and one cannot forget this without forgetting the past. However, you must remember that as a colonizer, the United States certainly behaved better than most colonizers. As a matter of fact, one of our presidents said, why don't they tyrannize us more? Meaning by that, the greater evil would, the greater the evil, then the more visible it would be. Now, one thing that we have in common is a desire for freedom. And that is why we have, many of us have, sent our children to study abroad. For example, I have two sons, who are both of whom wanted to study law. And I decided that they would do better studying law in the United States than in the Philippines, because there is very little law to speak of here under Marcos and since 1972 when martial rule was imposed. Now, this does not mean that because we have relatives or friends or children studying in the United States or working in the United States that we are pro-Americans. No. It means that in a particular fight, we would probably side with the Americans, depending upon whether or not the American government objectives and Philippine objectives are the same. And it also means that a lot of the people in the United States would much rather that the Philippines were developed and that they could come back here and work here than they could than they are in the United States. The point is that we have a very bad economic system since the beginning of, even before martial law. In part, this economic system was pushed upon us by making us an export-oriented country. Therefore, there is this idea of going to the States, making money there, but most of the Filipinos in the States want to come home. And they would rather die here in the Philippines, which is contrary to the thinking of many people that Filipinos love the United States so much that they would rather go there and live there and die there. And that isn't so.